Here is how to use consolidation ranges and breakout map on a real chart. In the next few minutes, we will read the live state, step through confirmed bars and bar replay, inspect a range that is rejected and replaced, separate a breakout from a false break, and finish with the settings that matter. This is not a backtest or a trade call. The indicator measures a chart's own history and labels confirmed events. The useful question is not, will this breakout win? It is, what state is the range in, what outcome was actually confirmed, and how often did the same rule resolve each way on this loaded chart? Start at the right edge. The panel tells you whether the detector is seeking, building compression, holding a live range, or tracking a break. A steel box is a fixed range. Its header gives the duration in bars and the height in ATER. Green or red markers identify an upward or downward break only after a confirmed close clears the border plus the configured buffer. Dashed lines are 1 times and 1.618 times measured move projections. They are geometric references, not trade targets. A check means price reached the 1 times projection during the resolution window. An amber X means price broke out and then closed back inside during the fake-out window. Read the current state first, then move left to audit earlier episodes. This Bitcoin replay starts with the detector seeking. Compression reads 52, and the base rate sample is 188 completed ranges. 15 confirmed 1-hour bars later. Compression has risen to 85 and the state is compressing 3 of 8. That 3 of 8 matters. The default requires 8 consecutive confirmed compression bars before the candidate can become a live box. At this point, the amber candidate is context, not a breakout signal. Notice what does not change. The historical boxes stay where they were, their outcome labels do not jump, and the sample remains 188. New bars may advance the live candidate, but they do not rewrite completed episodes. If compression fails before 8 confirmations, the candidate simply returns to seeking and never enters the statistics. Now look at gold on the 4-hour chart. At the first replay frame, the panel shows a live range about 3.8 AT are high and 12 bars old. As the next 15 confirmed bars arrive, the old box no longer satisfies the range discipline. The script invalidates it and later fixes a new live box, shown at about 3.9 ATR and 8 bars. The completed sample stays at 169. That is intentional. A box that grows beyond the maximum width or uses more than the allowed edge updates is treated as a pseudo-range and excluded from the outcome counts. This is an important use case. Do not force every sideways-looking patch into the same story. If the regime keeps expanding, let the state machine reject it and wait for a fresh, confirmed structure. On EURUSD 4-hour, compression rises from 47 to 68 across the replay step, while the completed sample remains 174. The screen contains several older episodes, green and red breakout markers, amber false breaks, and check marks where the 1 times projection was reached. Those old labels are evidence. The live compression row is only the current condition. On EURUSD 1-hour, use the same reading order. First, inspect the state at the right edge. Then trace the latest fixed box to its confirmed close outside the border. Finally, look for either a check, an amber X, or an expired episode with no extra outcome marker. This keeps you from treating a forming candidate, a confirmed break, and a completed resolution as if they were the same event. The large panel counts what happened under the same rule on the loaded history. In the recorded captures, EURUSD 1-hour showed 48% broke up, 44% reached 1 times, and 40% were false breaks across 135 ranges. Bitcoin 1-hour showed 48, 49, and 43% across 190. Gold 4-hour showed 49, 44, and 42% across 170. The S&P chart showed a much higher false break share, 57% across 81 ranges. These numbers are not comparable to a win rate. There is no entry, stop, position size, or profit calculation here. They are descriptive event frequencies. If the sample is below the default minimum of 20, The panel hides the percentage instead of dressing up a small sample as certainty. For a first pass, keep the normal compression preset. It uses a threshold of 62, a 20-bar evaluation window, and 8 confirmed bars before a box is fixed. The default maximum width is 4 ATR. A fixed border may widen by a small wick within a 0.15 ATR tolerance, but only 4 times. Beyond that, the range is invalidated. A breakout needs a confirmed close 0.1 ATR beyond the border. The default false break window is 5 bars, and the automatic resolution window is 3 times the range duration, capped at 200 bars. Change one detector input at a time, and then recheck the sample. For a cleaner chart, change only display controls. Compact markers, fewer past ranges, projections off after resolution, or a smaller panel. Display controls do not change the state machine or the counters. Use this routine. First, identify the panel state. Do not call a forming candidate a range. Second, wait for the box to be fixed on confirmed evidence. Third, if price leaves the box, verify that the marker belongs to a confirmed close, not a wick. Fourth, follow the episode until it reaches 1 times, closes back inside during the fake-out window, or expires. Fifth, compare the completed event with the base rates for this symbol and time frame, keeping the sample size visible. Add higher time frame context and your own risk process separately. This overlay does not supply an entry or manage a trade. Consolidation Ranges and Breakout Map is free on TradingView. The link is in the description. Use the chart in front of you, measure the regime, and keep descriptive evidence separate from prediction.